All right, Crockett36, here we are in the second game. I've already done my, he's done his Germany turn, and the turn order is different than this one. It's Germany, then it's, so we separated, this is a grasshopper sort of order of play. This is our house rules, Crockett36, Shultzie's house rule game, number 2. So to Germany first, and then UK, Pacific, and Anzac. They, in the grasshopper version, there's just FEC, but we kept them divided. A couple of reasons. Get a little funky with the money, so we just figured we'd keep them divided. I think if you listen to the background, you can listen to the bread making going on. So, so this is then Japan went, and Japan did a huge move over into the Caroline Islands, as well as a large push in the Envoy right there. And then we actually changed the setup for Russia. So you got these 3 mechs, they can go back, but we also included 2 artillery and a tank up in Namor. And commensurate with that, he moved some troops from Korea into Manchuria and kept, oh, those are not there. And these are not there. Okay, sorry. And kept some troops in a plane up there. So defend against that. My UK Brit battleship went that way, and I did pick up Java. And so yeah, we're keeping these separate, UK Pacific, UK Europe, so that's a little more difficult, but I did help with the Horn of Africa right now, and I'll be pushing in probably into the Med to assist with denying the Italians the Med bonus, plus supporting, because he did not do what I thought he did. He did not buy for Russia, because I thought he said he was going to buy for Russia, but he didn't. So he bought a fleet. He bought an aircraft carrier and a destroyer and a sub. So that is pretty different. So with that, I'm going to buy 7 infantry and a transport. So make sure. Now, we did have a confusing situation where he did not completely surround France, and he took it. So we compensated by removing the Normandy Bordeaux troops via Dunkirk, in addition to the usual 2, the artillery and the man in Normandy went to London as well. And he had to divide some of his French troops off to get stuck sort of in Normandy, Bordeaux out of the action. But he was highly successful in all of his attacks on both turns. So it is a sticky situation for the British, but we'll see what we can do. All right, so I think with the red dice, I have 1, 2, and 3 attacks, and I'll be placing 7 infantry in there, and 1 transport down in 71. Hold on. Okay, back at it. So third, 28 bucks, purchased 21 infantry dollars worth of infantry, 1 transport, and here we go. So we are going to move a cruiser and a destroyer down to attack these subs. We're going to take all these planes, the bomber, the Scottish fighter, 2 fighters from London down to attack that. And then we're going to take the Gibraltar fighter, which has an air base, and the Malta fighter, and the cruiser. And I hate to do it, I really hate to do it, because I want that there, but yeah, it kind of doesn't matter. Cruiser, it's fine. Take the sub in there. I need that done. So then I take the attack bomber down there, the mech, the infantry goes in here, and then the artillery and 1 of the infantry goes down here. This is another infantry. And I'll see if I can just grab a replacement. And he'll be a blocker for. All right, that would be it. So let's fire some dice off. So, okay, let's try to go with Grasshopper Destroyer. And then Cruiser. 1, 2, 3. And then a bomber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I will choose the blacks. Okay, those are his subs. Should be 8 dice. 8 dice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plenty of hits and no hits on his account. So good times, good times. So he loses 2 subs. Das Boot goes down. And then let's go for the middle one. 2. And then a 3, another 3. There's 2 fighters and 1 cruiser. And a sub versus his, there's a black 2. That's his destroyer. And he gets a hit. So good thing I brought the sub in. Dang it. Okay. All right, so he dies. Dang it, I wanted that sub, but oh well. The sub dies. Okay, and then down here, this is, let's see, a 1 and a 1. Those are the mech and the infantry, and then 2 assisted. On the, dang it. Okay, that's the right there. That's right there. And then another green and a blue. There we go. That's my attacking power, and I'm gonna do his differently, separately. 3 hits. Ooh, very glad about that. And oh, the 1's hit. It's nice. Okay, and then I'll do 3 grasshopper dice for him. And he gets no hits. Oh, that's very nice. Wow. That is super duper. Wow. That does not happen often. All right. So that's an extra buck for me. And that was the transport that brought this down here. And that would be in here, and I'm gonna put that sideways and put a UK right there. We could have some fancy rules about. All right, so anyways, so that's 1, 2, and then let's land these planes first. So these 3 planes will go here. They will become scramblers. The bomber, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take that back to England, I think. Okay, so 1 infantry right there, and 1 anti-aircraft are going from Scotland are going to Gibraltar, and this guy will come down here and become an infantryman, join up the infantryman. Okay, these guys, that's with the transport, obviously. These guys are going to come inside into 92. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and then this was going to be 5 altogether right there. So that's altogether right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. This destroyer goes up here to 99 to block.
Pretty much accurate, 2.9.
Okay, this stays back as a blocker. He can't actually attack. I will move these guys here. This will go into here. I think that's right. Yep, that's right. Okay, so then this stays here. The destroyer from 71 goes up to here, 81. And as far as placement goes, this is a free Lend-Lease destroyer, and it drops into 106, creating conflict. 6, 6 guys go on to London. I don't like chips, so I'm putting rondels on top of everything. And then this transport's going to go down to 71. And that'll take care of that. That'll take care of that. And this is the bed units from this turn. And there should be 2 plain. Yeah, okay, that's right there. All right, I'm gonna put that there. This was underneath the couch, so there's all sorts of nasties there. All right, so that would be my turn. I do have all the original plus 1 Ethiopia. So that would be $29. Okay, let's do a recap. So we'll move these guys up here. So 2 infantry, anti-artillery, and a tank in Quebec. In 106, there's a destroyer. In London, there are 3 plus 7. That's 10 infantry. 4 anti-aircraft, 1 mech. Oh, the mech will go up to Erie. And go to Erie. And so 7, 10 infantry, 4 anti-aircraft, 1 bomber. In 91, there is a cruiser, destroyer, and a transport. In Gibraltar, there are 3 fighters, 1 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft. In 92, there is a battleship, destroyer, aircraft carrier with 2 fighters on it. In Malta, there's a cruiser. In 99, there's a destroyer. In Malta, there is an infantry and an anti-aircraft. In Alexandria, there's an infantry. In Egypt, there's an airbase plus a diver, a tank, infantry, and a artillery. In 81, there's a destroyer. In Ethiopia, there's 2 infantry, an artillery, and a mech. In 76, there's a transport. In 71, there's a transport and 2 infantry. And that would be UK Europe, turn 1 of Crockett and Shultzie's house rule game, game 2. Crockett out.